Happy Mondays, everyone. WTFSexyHeadphones here. So let's talk Lost Alpha. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know exactly what I'm going to talk about and what the deal is, but for those of you who've been living under a rock and don't know, let's talk about it. So Lost Alpha, the mod, is finally going to be released as of the 26th of this month, and I kind of got mixed feelings about it. On one side, I'm really excited because myself, like I'm sure many of you guys, have been wanting to play this and see this for so long. I've been keeping track on it for a while. I've been wanting to see what it looks like. I've been dying to see all this new work and everything that's into it. So I cannot wait to play it, and I'm sure many of you guys are exactly the same way. On the other hand, I'm kind of bummed for the reason it's being released and how it came to be released in this month. Again, I'm sure a lot of you already have an idea of how this happened and what happened, but for those of you who are a little bit slow on the uptake, essentially the mod ended up getting leaked. An older unofficial version from 2013 was leaked, and that kind of has fucked up everything, and that really sucks. But here is an official announcement from the developers themselves. I will show it to you guys and read it to you, give you a better understanding of what happened. Some testers have decided to ruin years of our hard work and have leaked an unfinished render test build of Lost Alpha to the public. The beta dates back to November 5th, 2013. The leaked version is not finished and not prepared to be released by any means. It contains render bugs that we've been working on since last year, among other ones that prevent smooth gameplay. It is stolen copyright material and is illegal to download it. Modders are forbidden to use any of its contents until official release. Links to the leaked files won't be tolerated here, nor the discussion about it. Any support for the leaked version won't be given either. This unfortunate event crosses out any chances to release Lost Alpha as an official add-on to the Stalker series. Thank you, phone. Lost Alpha will be released as an add-on for free. In this situation, we've decided to release the official version of Lost Alpha on the 26th of April 2014. On Chernobyl Disaster 28th anniversary, you will get the most recent version of Lost Alpha. It won't be completely finished as we wanted it to be, but at least it's stable and finishing the game would be possible. This can be called early access, which means patches, updates will be added on in the future. If you feel like supporting us, you can donate to our main page. Just click the PayPal button in the upper right corner of the screen. All donations will be used for upcoming project, which we will announce later this year. So that is the situation right there from the developers themselves. I actually was doing a little bit more digging because I was kind of curious as to like who the fuck and why, and I don't know who, but I did find a comment by the developers that sheds a little bit more light onto exactly how it ended up happening. So I wasn't sure if it was intentional or not, especially because if it was someone that they've been testing with for a long term, why they would suddenly intentionally release it. It didn't make too much sense. So I actually found a comment by them giving a little bit more information as to exactly how this ended up happening. We know who leaked it. He wanted to make it an April 1st joke without informing us and to boost his view count on his site. We asked him several times to take them down because it could turn out bad, but he said it won't and we should not worry because the files are passcoded. It's the internet, man. There are geniuses on the internet just as well as there are motherfucking idiots. Passcodes mean nothing. Passcodes mean nothing. People on the internet are ungodly intelligent, unbelievably intelligent, just as well as they clearly are really fucking stupid. I feel so bad for them, you guys. I really do. And that's why I'm kind of bummed out, because I have so much empathy for these guys since I had the pleasure of, working with the Misery development team and testing for them. To me, I saw it as such a privilege, and I saw it as, such a delight to be working with like-minded people who love the same thing and were doing something so amazing with it. So I saw it as such a privilege, and I didn't want to fuck that up for anything. I didn't see the point in it. And I feel so bad for these guys because I can only imagine that they put just as much hard work, if not even more, into what they've been working on, and now it's all fucked up, let alone to have the chance to have an official add-on to the game. Like, that's gotta be a developer's dream, like to be a modder. That's gotta be their, a near dream to have something like that happen. So I have so much empathy for these guys. I feel so fucking bad for them, and that's why I'm almost just as bummed as I am excited. I'm really happy to be playing it, but I'm kind of sad too, because all I'm thinking is, I feel so bad for these guys, because this one idiot ruined so much more for them, like so much more potential. I mean, I still think that they're going to do great. I still think that Lost Alpha is going to get a lot of attention and hopefully, you know, get a lot of recognition that it deserves and make everything a little bit better. But you got to be thinking about that all the time when working on it from here on out. You got to be thinking what could have been, because that's what I would be doing. I'd constantly be thinking, this could have happened, you know? So I just feel so much empathy for them, and I just feel so bad, and I'm sorry, development team for Lost Alpha, that this is what happened to you guys. That's really shitty. I feel really bad. I'm still really excited to play it though. And you guys, I don't know, and I don't really know how much already is released or how many people have even seen what was released of what ended up being leaked, because quite frankly, I don't have any desire to go look at the content of it. I don't have any desire to find it. So I don't know exactly how many people have actually already been playing this older version, or how many people have already seen what it looks like, because I don't know, I guess I almost feel like it's cheating in a way. Like, I have no desire to look up any videos someone might have posted of it, or any screenshots, or the mod itself. So I have absolutely zero idea how many people are actually potentially playing it right now, or who have that version. But from what I hear, like, it could be a relatively decent amount, so I have no idea how many people are, like, throwing shit out there right now, so that I have not looked up, and I probably never will, because quite frankly, I want to see this the way the developers want to show it to us, even if it is going to be released early, so I'm not going to waste my time trying to find videos on what potentially might be out now. I'm like, I don't have the desire for it. I'm like, I want to see it how they wanted to show it, so we will wait till the 26th, and then probably the next week or two of my channel is going to be dedicated to nothing but Lost Alpha, because I'm probably not going to want to bother playing anything else, not gonna lie. So be prepared for a lot of Lost Alpha, because that's what's going to happen here. Anyway, now that we've gotten all that out, real quick thing, the Misery developers working on Seed right now, which I mentioned prior, earlier, I think last week or whatever, they released a bunch of really cool screenshots. I actually have one of them on my, or not screenshots, wallpapers. I actually have one of them on my desktop right now as my wallpaper. I will link it down below for you guys to go check out. I think they look pretty sweet, and if you guys want some nifty new wallpapers by the Miz development team, down below. Alright, let's wrap this up with story and fact time. Random fact. I like looking at, like, after, like, red carpet events like Grammys or VMAs, that's a thing, right? Whatever those things are, I don't really watch them, but I always like when they show the best and worst dress, and I always get such delight at looking at those things, because I'm like, ooh, these dresses look so pretty. And yeah, that is, like, one of the random little quirks about me. I enjoy looking at red carpet event dress wear, because I find they're really stupid shit delightful to look at, as well as their pretty stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty dress. My inner girl comes out. It's interesting. My story, I was practicing archery in my backyard about a month or two ago, and I don't really utilize it nearly as much anymore, let alone because you mainly have to go to a range or something, and it's illegal to shoot here. I found out later. I'm not supposed to be doing that in my backyard. But me and John recently, before that, were watching, what was it called? The Hunger Games. So John's like, Taryn, do a kill shot, because there's one part where she does a kill shot where it's like all on the side, like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. So I decided to do a kill shot, and to make it cooler, I didn't want to aim much, because I'm like, it's gotta be quick, you know, it's a kill shot. And then, so like I ended up aiming high, it just kind of went up in the air, and then just slowly dropped in the neighbor's yard, and we looked over the fence, if you will, and the dogs were chewing on my arrow, making it into a toy, and I'm just like, worst kill shot ever. Then I had to go over to the neighbors and say that John was playing keep away with my arrow and tossed it into their yard to be a dick, just because that sounded less dangerous. Yep, that arrow's ruined now. Now I only have 2. Anyway, that's it for this week, and thank you guys all for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the Let's Plays that will be going on this week. Later.
Feel my power!